All right, guys, we're doing example 5. So I'm going to read through it and I'm going to highlight some important information. Okay, so the mortgage amount is $217,500 with an annual interest rate of 6%. The mortgage is going to be for 30 years. Okay, we're going to use the table above to help us find the monthly payments. Your lender is going to require you to put 20% down. So that's going to be 20% of the $217,017, and you have an option to increase the down payment by $10,000. So the reason why they're saying 20% is because generally you need to own 20 per. It's a pretty standard thing. First-time home buyers, you can get less. You don't have to have 20% down, but a lot of times if you have 20% down, you can afford a bigger home. So it's a pretty standard thing that people will tell you need to have 20% down, but not necessarily is the case all the time, right? So we are going to find the reduction in your monthly payments by increasing the down payment. So the first thing we've got to figure out is, I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to highlight in my table. I'm at 6% and I'm at 30 years. Where do those two things cross at? $6. So that's the value I'm going to be using down here. So find the reduction in your monthly payments by increasing the down payment. So first off, I've got to find 20% of $217,500. So we're going to go times that in a calculator and go plug and chug. Well, you guys won't see that because the screen's not right there. So it's 43,500. So I'm coming back over here. 43,500. Okay. So we're then going to say the amount that we are going to loan will be 217,500 minus that 43,500 because that's that 20% gone. So how much am I really going to borrow from the bank is going to be this amount. And when I subtract that, the 500 is gone, and then I have, help me out, guys, what is that? 217 minus 43. 174,000. Okay, so here's the thing. I need to figure out the reduction in my monthly payment. So my monthly payment up above, it was $6 for 1,000, but I have 174,000. So if I go like this, 174,000, I am using $6, but that's over 1,000. So in reality, I just need to go 6 times 174, and when we do that, we're going to get a monthly payment of 1,044. So I didn't give myself enough space on this. So this is if I have 20% down. So I want to increase this by another, I want to put another 10,000 down. So then how much am I going to be borrowing from the bank? 164,000 because I'm taking that away. So then to get that monthly payment, 164,000 times it by 6, but I need to divide that by 1,000. So 164 times 6 is going to be less than 1,044, and what do we get? 984. So I have 1,044, 984, and the difference between those is 44 and 16. 44 and 16 is a difference of 60. So difference, I'm just going to come down here and write it, right? So 1,044 minus 984 is the difference of $60. So if I put an extra 10,000 down, I will pay $60 less a month. All right, so let's go talk about the second one. I like this one a lot. It says find the amount, find the amount saved on interest over the life of the loan. So here's the thing. I know my monthly payment is this, 1,044 at 20%. I know my monthly payment is 984 at 20% plus an extra 10,000 down. So all we've got to do is to calculate how much interest the difference is. So I have 1,044. How many years do I have the loan? 30. How many monthly payments am I going to make each year? 12. And I'll times those together to get a value, which is going to be 375,840. A lot or a little? A lot, right? It's a big number, right? So this is option A, option B, right? That's A. Option B, I'm going to pay $984 for 30 years, and I make 12 payments. And so that total, when we multiply everything out, times, is 354,240. So we need to come back and, I want to be up here. Go back to this. I want to find the amount I save on interest if I put an extra 10,000 down. And I know what you guys want to do. You just want to subtract the difference in between those two and call it good. But we can't necessarily do that. So, because on this one, on option A, it's 375,840, but how much do I borrow? I borrow 174,000. So that's going to be that difference right there. Right? On option B, it's 354,240, but I only borrow 164,000. So I have to take away how much I borrow from each one of those, and then I find the difference in between that. So when I go to a calculator and I go 375,840 minus 17400, enter. That is not right. 375,840 minus 174,123. 200 and so I wish you guys, yeah, that's a lot. So I have 201,840. So over that loan, you will pay more in interest than you took out for the loan. But I don't know how many people have 174,000 lying around, right? So the next one is 354,240 minus 164,123, and that distance is 190. 190,240. So in reality, both of these loans have a lot that you pay in interest. So now that's the difference that I want. So I have $201,840 minus 190 minus 240. So the 40s are going to go away. I know that. So I should get 600. Right. So I'm going to say I'm going to have 600. I'm just doing this in my head. And I should have 11,600. Do we agree with my mental math? Okay, so let's interpret this. If you pay an extra 10,000 on the down payment, you only save 11,600 in interest, not a T, I need an I, in interest over the life of the loan. Was it worth it? So I think there's some questions. Like, so writer just said it was worth it. So I think this goes back to the point of, so in reality, you put an extra 10,000 down, it saved you 11,600. So really, in actuality, it only saved me 1,600. And over the life of 30 years, $60 a month difference, right? That would be my next, like, so 60 times 30 times 20, whatever that is, like, if that is a smaller number than that, like with a monthly payment, like, because 60 bucks can make a difference. So I think it kind of depends on certain stuff. So yes, it makes a difference in this problem. I think it would make a bigger difference if the interest rate, yeah, if you could get a lower interest rate. A lot of times, they ask you to refinance, they'll talk about refinancing with you on a home loan. And that whole idea is that you get a lower interest rate. So on a lower interest rate, you're going to see a huge dividend. And so a lot of times if you refinance, you can like, well, I want to add and take stuff down to get rid of things. So it's like, it's all about the interest rate. So all about the interest rate.